welcome back to Schofield Welding. We are just sitting here waiting on some tie-ins. Pretty excited about it. We got dose left. We're basically waiting on a bell hole right now. They're gonna get that dug, finish connecting our trenches, and then start lowering in pipe. We're gonna make the one weld, come over on the other end, make a cut, weld. This job's a wrap. Freaking backfill that sucker. Let's get the heck out of here and go to the next one. Now, Connor and Henry just took off for the new job, and they're headed over there to go to work first thing this morning. Yeah, so guys, today's episode, we're going to be talking about millers. We're going to be talking about making the switch from Lincoln to Miller, what to expect, some of the things to look for, my personal opinion on the Miller welding machines, all right? Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Stay tuned, be blessed, and we'll talk to you here in just a sec. All right, you guys, welcome back to Schofield Welding. We are back out here on the job. We're just waiting on the track hose to finish digging us a bell hole, and then we're gonna head over there and go crawl into a ditch, make our tie-ins. We're freaking done. But first things first, I wanted to talk to you guys about making the switch from, say, your 200s to your 300s. I get asked all the time, guys, how do you like your welding machine? How do you like the Pipe Pro? How do you like the Miller? Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna give you all the positive and all the negative. The positive, I think a lot of people are switching from Lincoln over to Miller for the customer service end of it. I've heard countless stories, and I know guys with countless stories, that if something happens to the machine, or it's not functioning properly, or it's not, it's not working the way it should, all they do is they go drop it off, and 90% of the time there is a demo machine sitting there that they load on their truck and they take off and go back to work. Now that to me sells me on the whole idea with Miller, all right? When you have downtime, it's money lost. So Miller they've really stepped up the customer service end of these. Now I have a buddy that he just bought a brand new 400, Pipe Pro 400. The PC board went out in it about 600 hours into it. Miller took that machine off of his truck and brought him a brand new one and threw it on his truck. That to me is customer service. That to me is a company that is taking care of their welders, the people testing the equipment, the people that rely on their name and their equipment to function, to make a living for themselves. They are taking care of those people. That's huge. For me, that is a huge benefit of Miller. These machines are very freaking reliable. They start every day. They freaking run. They're very fuel efficient. The size of them is very compact. They're just little machines. You don't have a big armature sitting out in front of it that's getting in the way. You don't have things like that. Now, there's nothing wrong with the Lincolns. The Lincolns are they've been around for a long time. They're a great machine. And the old 200, I was a die-hard swear by an SA200, and still have an SA200, and Daniel has one of my old SA200s, and Jed used to have one of my old SA200s, and they are freaking phenomenal. Okay, those machines are amazing. They're a great machine. But guys, I'm gonna tell you something. You can get one of these Millers to weld like one. It's all in how you set it. It's all in how you tweak it and make it do the things that you want it to do. But the one thing about them is they are consistent from beginning of the day to end of the day. All right? It's an inverter machine. So that being said, everything is controlled. It's that being said too, there is computer work. There's a lot of computers in this machine, and a lot of people stray away from things like that. And I believe Miller has really stepped up the game to put your mind at ease with the computer stuff and all that by having demos there in case something happens. But guys, I've been running this machine. I run the 350 Pipe Pro. Some of the negatives, okay? There are computers, a lot of computers. Very rarely will they go down, but if they do, me and you cannot fix them. Hence the demos, hence the customer service. They really take care of that end of everything. Now, the other downfall of it is a learning curve. Now, a lot of people will not stick out the learning curve. Guys, I promise you, and everybody that I have talked to that wants a Miller or is thinking about getting into the Miller, I do tell them, hey, there is a learning curve. You need to stick this out for at least 2-3 weeks, okay? You don't know how this machine runs, and so you are going to have to tweak it and move with it and get it to where it's set, where you like it. It's just like anything else. You're gonna get an SA200. A lot of people roll racks on them, and they put in different iron stacker brushes, and they do all sorts of different stuff to these machines. It is no different from doing that to an SA200 to doing that to a Miller Pipe Pro. It takes you figuring out how you like to weld, figuring out how you want the puddle to work, manipulate it, and how much you want it to stack, and blah, 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 blah. It's up to your specification. I can have somebody that has been welding with a Pipe Pro for years and years, and they come get on my machine and they're gonna be like, oh, I don't like how this thing runs. Well, yeah, because it's not set to you, it's set to me. That's one of the beauties to this freaking machine. Instead of having to get in there and roll racks and do things like that, it's all right here on the face. It's super simple. Now, the new 400s, Miller has been freaking phenomenal. They are designing programs, and about every 6 months, they come out with a new program where on the new 400s, there's a USB port right in the front of the face. You take a file, you download the file, which is they have pipeliners and they got people that run these machines all the time. They got engineers that are always trying to tweak these little puddles and how to get things to manipulate just a little bit better. And then they put that program on a freaking file and they'll send it to you. And once you purchase a 400, you can get them files, no problem. And then you plug it into your machine and it will download the newest and best technologies for that machine and reset that machine to where it is running even better than the day you bought it. An engineering team, that's Miller dumping money into making sure that their machines are top notch and the best in the world. And that's Miller caring about you guys and making sure that they're taking care of you guys and making our jobs a lot easier. If I have to fight a puddle all day and after 12 hours of welding and freaking 6 months of it in a row, and I fought that puddle all the way from day one to now, I'm gonna be pissed. All right, no wonder people are mad sometimes, you know, but Miller has really taken it a whole new step. They've got their engineers, they've got everybody that's welding and can figure out, and all their computer guys, and they are being able to create a puddle that is a lot hotter, a lot easier to control, and a lot better, and then being able to give it to you 6 months after the purchase, 2 years after the purchase. They're able to make your machine better than the day you bought it. Now that is freaking incredible. So anyways, you guys, this machine, I have 2,800 hours on this machine. It is the 350 Pipe Pro. Now, like I said, you cannot buy a 350 Pipe Pro new. These are used machines now because they are discontinued. But the 400s are the new ones. Now, I'm getting a 400 January 10th. I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to bring you guys along with me. And we are going to tweak it the way we want it to run. We're going to make the settings the way we want it to run. I have Miller's engineer is going to be flying out here to Colorado with us, and it's just going to be a phenomenal time. This machine really does work for you and not against you. They're amazing machines. So anyways, I'm hoping to get a couple other guys on here to kind of give you their opinions, but every one of them will tell you, you have to fight through a learning curve. There is a learning curve. It's just like any other machine you're going to get. Some of you have to roll the racks on your other machines and put different brushes and do other things to it. There's no difference in this one, except that instead of having to do it all inside the machine, now it's all right here on the faceplate. All right, so everybody have a great rest of your day. Be blessed. Hoping to bring in a couple more guys, and we'll talk to you here in just a sec.
Everyone seemed to let go of integrity and pride. The cheese of a better deal.
Henry, real quick, what do you love about your Miller?
Everything. The way it welds, the fuel economy, the reliability, the customer service. Generating the auxiliary power. I mean, there really is no better machine.
Okay, so what did you not like about it at the beginning?
There's a learning curve. The the puddle doesn't seem like it wants to fan out, you need to start adjusting your arc length. You don't get that voltage control like you do with the Lincoln by, you know, you can't long arc it and see it spread. You kind of need to adjust that on the remote. And you need to have somebody who probably has run one tell you how to set the dig function.
So how do you set yours?
I've got my dig on the big pipe at 20. On the smaller pipe, I'll run it at about 10 to 11 to 12. And then on the bead, stiffer's better. And then on 7018, I just go 0, basically gold star to 2 soft. And then on,
There's a dig range on this
on
thing?
the 400s, there's dig range.
Wow.
I would say set your dig range to 125 amps. Miller recommends it a little bit different, but that's where I found it works really well.
Okay, so if you had to pick, why would you choose which one?
The price point's similar, so that's not really a factor.
What did you pay for that machine?
Probably don't want to say.
Just say it.
I paid $16,000 flat.
Okay, so that's what they run.
Yeah. I would go Miller all day. The fuel economy is incredible. The customer service is out of this world. They can generate power. You can run your whole house on it.
How did your customer service experience go? Because I know you had a little trouble.
I had a board go out. Customer service was incredible. I dropped my machine off. I got it back. Didn't sign a thing. The machine was perfect. It tuned up, and all the settings were exactly how I had them when I dropped it off. I mean, it couldn't have been easier.
Yeah. So that is a badass. Any last words?
They're incredibly good machines. I'll never go back.
Damn. You heard it from the pro.
For a moment in life, what can we do to make it right? Hesitation coming around again. Termination of all that we could have been. In a world where no one bothers, it is hard to deliver the truth and ignore the dreams of others with nothing to lose. We struggle against the odds, and no one is helping us to make order of this mess. There's a feeling I can't evade that rises when I'm afraid. Will we ever live again? There's so many things that should have been. Hesitation coming around again. Termination of all that we could have been. In a world where no one bothers, it is hard to believe in the truth and ignore the dreams of others with nothing to lose. Hesitation coming around again.